channel.
All right, welcome back once again to Stu's channel. Indeed, it's true. This is the Knight 230S made by Blade. Yes, indeed. Now, oh, wait a second. You're like, what? It's Horizon Hobby. Yes, it's true. But come on, it's a Blade product. You know you can count on it. You know it's going to be awesome. Anytime you pick up something from Blade, give me a break. Anybody who says anything otherwise is just jealous. So let's take a look. Let's unbox this thing. Let's open her up. This, of course, is the Knight flying helicopter. And I'm going to do a brief unbox. You know what this is, instructions. I'll go through that later. And then I'm going to bind it up, do my programming. Ooh, look at this. And get a little flight video, both day and night. There she is. Look at this beauty. Safe technology. I don't really have a need for that, but there it is. Now, wait a second. Where's the lights, Stu? They're built into the blades. Okay, you can see them. And there's some lights in front. And I've got some LEDs on the tail, which this is the same exact trick I used on my my 450. The same exact pattern, in fact. So there it is. Well, these are the carriers for the batteries. Yes, you know, all your ultra micros that take these single cells. These are balanced. They're all 45C batteries. They are, yep, 1S. I'm trying to look at the maw here. I don't see it. At any rate, these are obviously the same weight, and they fit into these, which connect to the wires, and that's what lights up the blades. Let's do it. Let's, I'm sure there's some sort of charge on here. There usually is. Probably sitting at 3.80 if I'm right. But let's plug one in, find out. Let's make sure we're putting it in the right way. And it is. Oh, look at that. Red on the bottom. And green on the top. And you know when this gets spinning, it's going to look pretty cool. The flight battery itself, I picked up 2 of them. Flight battery looks like so. And that's what powers the rest of the battery. These are 3S batteries, 950 mAh batteries. So there she is. This is going to be pretty nice. I will program this all up, bind it, etc. And then we'll go for a day flight, and then wait for evening and go for an evening flight. We'll see you there. All right, let's review a little bit as well. I've set up helicopters before and gone through my whole, setup. Usually you set it up once and you basically kind of forget it. So there's a section in here. I have a DX8. And I'm in here in my SW Select, which is basically my switch select in here. You're going to notice these settings right here. Now, if you get into your radio, to make this happen, you're going to hold both of these down, hold both of those down, and you're going to come over here and you're going to switch it on. It's going to bring up a menu like this. Then you're going to hit this button to exit that. Inside this is where you're going to find your SW Select. Your switch select is what it is. In here, you're going to see a bunch of these. Yours is probably going to look different at its default mode. The reason being, like for example, if you try to come up here and you try to make the F mode something, or you'll find that really nothing changes around the things that you want to change around. So down here, what happens is where it says governor. This is probably, right now it won't switch around. If I go up here and I go to my gear and I inhibit that and I inhibit the auxiliary, or I make that, inhibited, I can go over here and usually this thing is like on something else. This is usually on like gear or something else, aux 2. Same thing with your gyro. If your gyro's on, it's going to cause it so that you can't change other things. So in here, my F mode is going to be gear, just like it says in there, and my trainer is going to be aux 2 according to the directions, which Indeed, it does. Trainer aux 2, F mode is gear. That's how you get it around there. It took me a couple of minutes and a phone call to a buddy to remind myself of this. So if you're in that mode, you're setting up this helicopter. Let's say you skipped on the 230. You decided, hey, you know what? I saw that 230 night. Oh, I want that thing. That's so cool because it's all lit up for nighttime action. Well, there's a little tip for you right off the bat to get you on your merry way. I'm going to go ahead and bind up this helicopter. It does require a bind key. It doesn't start automatically binding. There is a nice receiver inside of the helicopter. You're going to need to slip your bind key in and bind it up just like you normally would. All right, so hey, I've got it all connected. It's all bound up. It's ready to go. We're just going to take a brief look at it, before we take it out. Let's take a look. Now this is day. I mean, it's in the garage. The lights are on. That looks pretty damn cool, I say. Look at this. Let's give it a little nice rotation. Yeah. That looks good. Let's give it some real darkness. No lights. Nothing. Oh yeah, that looks really nice. That looks really good. You'll be able to see this clearly. Those night blades are cracking. And it does fly in the wind. And like I said, it's ripping windy. Very windy. Oh yeah, it is very windy. Doing some paces. You know, if for some reason this does not feel like it's in 3D, I might want to take it upstairs and actually see. Yep, it does 3D. Nice. It does. It's just really windy, so I cannot really tell. But it did stand up. I doubt this would tick-tock very well. It flies nice. There's hands off. Hands off flight. And it's blistering windy. This does not handle as nice as my 300 with the wind, but it seems to be doing great. Nice to kind of experiment without all the wind. Flies nice, I like it. I hope I caught that because you know, you look up and stuff with your camera.
I probably didn't get all of it. We'll see later on. There's a flight during the daytime, and we will be back for the nighttime action. All right, hey, welcome back to Stu's channel. Night flight action in 28 to 30 mile an hour wind. It's still ripping out here, and it's time to put a night flight up just for grins. Oh yeah, it's a beauty. And you can tell what's going on. Look at this. You can totally tell what's going on. That's some wind right there. Oh my God. Serious wind. It looks good. It looks really good. Even at a distance, you can see what it's doing. That sure is some ripping wind, though. That wind is killing it. Yeah, that's a lot of wind. I know. Here, I'll land it. Get a little forward of us. Yeah, that is some ripping wind. Get it down. Let me get it down there nice and safe. Nice and safe, nice and easy. Down she goes. Sweet. There she is, all lit up in her wonder and glory. That's pretty sweet. It's easy to see. And of course, we are out in some ripping wind, so I give this an A+ for passing the wind test and making it through that flight.
Stu's channel.